Talia, you are working on a project in North Haven, your old hometown, about the mascot of the teams in the town. Explain.
So our mascot is the Indians, and we've been that since like the 50s or something. And it's just incredibly harmful and racist. And there's so much research as to why, on a national level, this hurts Native American youth and just fills into a stereotype, as well as hurting people specifically in North Haven.
Now, I could understand Redskins
Yeah.
because, I mean, that's vile. It referred to the killing of Indians and the blood and all that other stuff. But why just the word Indian? Some people say, well, it honors Indians. It says that Indians are brave and fierce, and isn't that good?
Well, it's for starters, it's a misappropriation because the Indians like isn't actually their like name. Like they're Native Americans and like Indians because of Christopher Columbus and whatnot. And then like also going off of that, the whole sort of like stereotype of like the Indian and the what was sorry. The whole idea of that is that they're these aggressive and warlike savages that just like they can fight and they have such strength, and like that's what sports teams want to use for their for like games and whatnot. But that's a one-dimensional caricature image of this entire race of people, and it allows for the appropriation of people to like wear feather headdresses and just take for granted these like sacred religious symbols.
And of course, there is no such thing as Indians. It's many, many nations, and the whites came up with this word thinking they were in the Indies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also, another thing with the problem with the term Indians is that it's such like a blanket term, kind of like you were saying, because there's so many different like tribes like throughout the nation that have very specific practices and like religious beliefs, like very like specific to them, and so just using the term Indians gets rid of all of that.
Now, people are going to ask, are you one of a descendant from an Indian nation yourself?
No, I'm not.
And does that make a difference?
No, not at all. I think it's important for all different groups of people, race, ethnicity, gender, sex, to stand in solidarity with each other on the basic principle that all humans deserve respect and dignity.
So what exactly are you working on in North Haven? Who are you approaching?
The Board of Education.
And what date?
March 12th at 6:30 at the Patricia K. Brozak Theater, which is also the auditorium in the high school.
And how about the street, if people want to come?
221 Elm Street.
And you're encouraging all sorts of people, or just people from North Haven, to attend this Board of Ed meeting?
Anyone to come. All people should come to try and support this.
And there's a Facebook page. People can sign a petition about this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you go to, the Facebook event is called Bringing the Change the Mascot petition to the Board of Education. And on that page, there's a link to the actual petition to sign it. And it says information about like how we're going to the Board of Ed and whatnot.
And how would you find that page on Facebook?
If you just like type it into the search bar, you should be able to find it.
And one last one. What is the name of the event again?
Sorry. Bringing the Change the Mascot petition to the Board of Education.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.